And I'm joined now live via Zoom by personal growth author Thomas Fellows. And today we are discussing what is and is not the most important part of making an argument. Thomas, it's good to see you again.
Yes, good to see you too. How have you been?
I've been doing great. How have you been?
I've been doing well. Cooling off a little bit in Houston, which is nice.
Yeah, I like it. Hey, we got an interesting topic here. So we're talking about arguments, and I like the first question. Why isn't a high IQ necessary for making arguments, and what three things do people have who make the best arguments?
So many people think that having a high IQ is the most important thing you have to make good arguments, when in fact it's what's called integrative complexity, which is being able to look at a situation from multiple points of view. It's avoiding cognitive bias, which we've talked about before in the past few months. And it's also deep domain knowledge.
And so what are some more things that people can do to make better arguments? And give us an example of a historical figure that stands out in your mind that did this.
Well, you can read. Knowledge is power, after all. And Abraham Lincoln would literally supposedly walk for miles just to get a book. And he also would, write down on floorboards, what he learned and so forth, so he could memorize it. And again, deep domain knowledge is huge. And if you can memorize facts, you can make better arguments.
What's another surprising thing that someone can do to make better arguments?
Well, you can concede certain points to the opposing point. Nasir Ghammi in A First-Rate Madness does this well when speaking of George W. Bush. George W. Bush actually did have a high IQ. He just didn't have high integrative complexity because he's very low in openness to experience. So that's something that you can do in general to, make better arguments going forward.
Looking back, Thomas, when did you know you were good at making arguments?
Probably when I made a perfect score on the ACT and SAT essay, which is harder to do than both composites. And so I only made a 1200 on the SAT, which is in the 82nd percentile, 28 on the ACT, which is the 91st percentile. But again, I was very good at integrative complexity, making arguments, and I was, good at memorization, which is key when you're making arguments, particularly in the courtroom. Speaking of that, I just started, a company about a year ago. In the last 7 months, I've been working full time, been servicing small and medium-sized law firms. As you know, my dad's a very prominent attorney in Atlanta, so it's been a lot of fun so far, and I look forward to working with a lot of law firms throughout the country in the coming years.
Thomas, we look forward to having you back. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Up next, we're in the garden with Carrie Hefner after the break.